Alrighty guys, here we are. This is a beautiful truck. Look at this paint job on this truck. This is a losi LXT. Beautiful paint job. It's got a pretty cool chassis. We'll get to that in a minute. Really nice truck. There's that twister motor we'll get to. We talked about that yesterday on the T2 truck. Nice paint job. Man, I love this paint job. There's a twister on the spoiler. Really nice paint job. Nice truck. Okay, look at that. Really cool. Really nice. Alright, so let's get to the chassis. And here we go, look at that. Another drilled chassis. Not only is this truck drilled out, but it actually has the center of the battery box has been cut out, which is really neat. I like that. This was an X-race truck at one point. I don't know the history on it, but I know it was a race truck at one point. Really cool drilled out chassis. A lot of losi chassis got this drilled out look. Got some nice vintage electronics in it. Nice little Novak. Over here, I'm not sure what this is. What is this receiver? I got a little receiver over here. The wire's in the way a little bit. Now this truck has, I showed you on another video. It's kind of hard to see underneath that, but you can see the white steering. That's an MIP steering rack, which is pretty neat. Pretty nice modification on this truck. And you got the turnbuckles right there. Pretty cool. So here's that twister motor. This is a real factory twister motor. This is what it's supposed to look like. The end bell over here. So that's a real twister. That even has a little, it's kind of hard to see, but you got a heat sink in there in between the motor and the motor plate. I think that's by Trinity. What's cool about this truck is this is another thing they used to do back in the day. They used to cut the tires. This had 4 grooves at one point, and then they cut the grooves out to make 2. So that was another modification they did back in the day. I mean, just a really cool truck, really nicely done, nicely modified. This also has, which is really cool, is the motor plate has been milled out too. So somebody definitely took some time to do all this work. But there she is, guys. Just a really nice modified chassis, all drilled out. You know, look at all the spacing. It's all equal. It's not like it's randomly done and messy. It's done nice. You know, it's got the plate to hold the speed control. So rear tower's been modded a little bit. So, and of course, let's show the front shock tower. Let's see if we can show the front. And the front shock tower has been drilled out too. So, I mean, just a really nice vintage X-race truck. I bet this thing won some races back in the day. I don't think I've popped the cover. I think it just has a slipper. I don't think it has a hydro drive in this truck, if I remember correctly. But there you go, guys. Just a really nice vintage truck that was raced back in the day, modified. And it has, which I just saw, I just realized, these are RPM shock bottoms for the rear. I don't know why he only has them on the rear, but there they are for the rear. The fronts are stock. So there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. This one's a little special. Alright, guys, you have a good day. We'll be back.